Hello guys, it's Mickey. Welcome to my channel, and if you're just new to my channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so as to be notified each time there's an upload coming from me. So today's Sunday, as you guys know now, Mickey Sunday routine. I try as much as possible to pull out question asked all through the week, and I try to give you an honest reply. So let's begin. I got a question from Med Capsule. Hi, I tried to purchase from your site and I could not do a bank transfer. I tried with an app called World Remit. They allow cash pick. This is it. I have a US dollar account which you can actually use with World Remit. I'm sure the number you use is probably the Naira account, which cannot go through. And I intentionally cancelled international payment for my own sanity, because most people will go ahead to pay without getting back to me or referring back to me about the shipping fee and how much it costs. And when you tell them the shipping fee, it's too expensive, I can't afford it, please send my money back to me. I am in a third world country. Nigeria is a third world country, so the only means I can send the money back to you is through Western Union. And going back and forth, and I almost had an accident last time, so I had to, the lady was like, oh, send my money. If you don't send my money, I'm going to go on the internet and tell people, you don't give them back their money, blah, blah, blah. So, I had to do it. So, just for my own sanity, I didn't want problems, going around, going back and forth. It's not easy for me. The queue in the bank and all that. Please, you can only pay through World Remit if you're paying outside the country. People have been paying and it's been going through. I don't know why you're finding it difficult to send the money. I've got a question from Odati. Odati, how much is your book? You can actually chat me up on WhatsApp, +234 818 541 7558. Let me call it again, +234 818 541 7558. All right, that's the only means you can chat me up, and that's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Monday to Saturdays. All right. Someone picks my call on my behalf. That's our cashier. He picks the call. That's the receptionist. He gets to pick the call on our behalf, and you can get to him and talk to him. If I'm on seat, it would let you know I'm on seat. Then it gets to refer the call back to me. Then I pick the call and talk to you. Or you can actually just call me via WhatsApp call. All right, but I stop picking calls by 6 p.m. And on Sundays, I don't pick calls. Please, I beg, let me rest too. All right, so we got a question from Sena Adome. OMG, I've been using Yoko with my dry skin. Well, people with dry skin don't use salt, use sugar, all right, to help give you moist. People with oily skin are meant to use salt to help reduce, because everybody craves for a normal skin. A normal skin is actually the best skin. Everybody cannot have a normal skin, all right? So in order to be in between is way better. If you're too oily, you need to tone it down a bit, all right? Oily skin, no, it doesn't do justice, especially when you're in a hot environment. You get to sweat a lot and your face, you don't want that. Okay, so we also have a question from Ola Alao. Nice job, Mickey, thanks for teaching us. Please, how can I have your number if I need products for whitening creams? You can call us +234 818 541 7558. Yeah, we start picking calls from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Monday to Saturdays. All right, so that's the only time you can call us, from wherever you want to call us from. All right, and you can call me on WhatsApp if you can't get through to me via phone call, because someone picks call on my behalf now. I had to. All right, sometimes I might be driving, you guys will be calling, and Nigerian traffic and the rest. I can't be picking calls while driving, except you want them to seize my car. So now we've got a question from Angela Owusu. Whenever you say you're putting something on the screen, it doesn't show up. I'm so sorry. I probably would have done it, or probably would want to do it, but I get to forget. That's the thing. I'm really, really sorry. Thank you for calling my attention to that. I'm sorry. But even if I don't put it, I'm sure I get to put the name probably below in the description box. So probably just check it. All right. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for calling my notice on that. All right, we've got a question from Skincare and Hair Care. You mentioned whitening actives and powders. Can you mention the name of the powder? Well, if you want to buy them, you can actually just buy them from me. Just tell me, the soap you made on YouTube, all right, I used whitening additives on there. I'll just let you know. But I'm not going to tell you the exact powder I use. I won't do that, all right? So Tell us, tell me the measurement you want to buy, or probably the measurement of soap you want to make. Then I know the measurement of powders and stuff you need. So we just send it to you. Very, very effective soap, I must tell you. Very effective. And it works both ways. You can use it liquid wise, you can use it bar soap wise. Really nice. Okay, so we got a question from Bronze Goddess. You didn't show the original Yuri White and the fake. Reason why I don't, there's something you guys should know. I don't really like showing fake and original. One, some people make mistakes on YouTube. Some YouTubers, I'm gonna say. There's something you should know. Most times in markets, most people like rebranding their product, especially if it's a kind of product that most people know. Oh, they get to see refurbished product of it. Refurbished means the fake version of it. All right. So most times, most people, without even getting their franchise, they start making the product of some other. So most times, most people, without getting the franchise, they get to start making production of some products without being franchised to do that. So reason why I don't talk about the fake and the original, most times the company itself tends to rebrand the product itself. That means rebranding means, let's say for example, this is GH7 5 days. All right, most times they get to rebrand and change the package, or probably change the color, or change something about it. That doesn't mean it's fake. Most YouTubers will come out without even much information to find out if a particular product is still existing, if the exact if they are making it the same way it is. Most times they get to, especially Thailand product, they get to rebrand some of it. They get to make it differently. So some people are like, oh, that's the fake one of it, without much information. All right. The same thing goes for Hello Babes. Hello Babes is no longer in the market. It's no longer being produced. All right. And some people are still selling it. So you see, I stopped selling Hello Babes because it's no longer in production. Okay. So I can't come out and tell you this is fake, this is original, because I buy directly from people who produce those goods. Even if I don't buy directly from them, I buy directly from the person I know who goes and buys directly from the company itself. Try and get affiliated with things like this. So that way you won't have to go through, oh, this is fake, and sometimes making error of probably a product they ended up rebranding and saying it's fake and a new one. So all right. So Ebere Asiana, she asked, what is trace? Well, let me put in a layman language. It's just like when you're making a body wash. All right. You know, if you're making your body wash from the scratch, you definitely want it thick. You don't want a situation where it's watery. Same thing goes for when you're making a bar soap and you're whisking it. All right. Trace is when you notice it is thickening. All right. You know, your oil, your soap, your lye, everything has formed in together and is thick. All right. So that way you get to put it in your mold. All right. That's trace. Okay. So most times we just call it trace because they've all conjoined together. There is no separation whatsoever, and it's quite thick. It's not watery. All right. So you get to put in your mold. So it just takes like maybe 3 to 5 days. You notice it's already hard. Then you take it out of the mold and leave it for 1 month to 3 months, so it becomes really hard. All right, we've got a question from Smooth Complex. I have a question. When applying a lightening lotion all over the body, how do I prevent certain areas like creases in the skin from getting lighter than the rest of my body? It's easy. Let's take, for example, this part of your neck is quite light because most times I don't apply creams here. Reason be that even if I just normally, the remnants on your hand, just this part is thin, so it's, even if it's just a little remnant you have, it will definitely rime. Okay, and it's always covered. Okay, so most times places that are so covered, I don't really put too many products there. My thigh, I don't bother because they are covered. So the remnants I have from my creams, I just put them there. So it's easy to let go of some part. Just get your creams. Your cream shouldn't be all over your body. You should have remnants of the cream on your body. So the remnants are where you just give it a bit of touch, right? So it doesn't look like you're avoiding that area. Okay, we got a question from Okonkwo Favor. Thanks. I'm saying tune. Oh, please, we don't have fridge. How else can I make my body butter to solidify? If you don't have a fridge, body butter to solidify, you don't need a fridge. if you don't have one, you can get ice. If you can't get ice, get water, cold water, put in a bowl. Then the bowl you're using to whisk, you put it on top of it and just keep whisking, and it will thicken over time. All right. But again, if you don't have fridge, just because you want to make your body butter, I'm sure you have tiles. All right. Your ground is probably tiled. If it's tiled, just put it on the floor. All right. Most times those areas are very cold. Okay. Make sure probably your AC is on. If you can't get AC, open your windows, put it on the floor of your tiles. It gets cold generally on its own. All right. So we've got a question from Misty Kui. Just a curious question. Which of the ProQ10 supplements were you taking that enhanced your skin color? I think in my last video, that was not the ProQ10 I was taking. I was taking exactly ProQ10, the lower version of the one I showed you in my last video. Yeah, the lower one. That was the one I was taking. And we've got Angie Katie Ify. We have different ProQ10 in the market. So whichever ProQ10 you're getting now, I'm sure it's higher than the one I took. It's quite higher. We have ProQ10 12. That was the one I showed last time. We have ProQ10 22. We have ProQ10 24. They are higher dose now. Those ones are higher than the one I took. So it's way better to get those ones. And Angie Katie Ify. Please, does Bedon Caviar Lotion lighten? That's if you actually get whitening additive to boost its effects. All right, it's more like a base. Okay, but it's just that in terms of Bedon, some are thicker than others. Okay, like Bedon Royale. Bedon Royale is more like a lotion base. It wasn't made into cream base. It's not thick. It's like a lotion. All right. I got a question from Iyari Gabriela. Mickey, I love. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a compliment. Thank you too. Rashida Sule. You mentioned honey powder and you said color changes because of the honey powder conflict. It's clear. Thanks. You're welcome, honey. Mani Umbu Joy, you didn't call the names of your ingredient and you're teaching us your subscribers. And yes, I didn't call the name of the ingredient. I intentionally did not call the name of the ingredient because that soap will fetch you loads of cash and it's so effective. Really, really effective. I intentionally did not call the name of the ingredient because they are powders and people can get them anywhere. So it's way better when my subscribers come to Mickey and come and buy. Okay, so I find it as an offense most times when I teach. I've taught in the past, and most people will just take my recipe and just start making their own production and not even giving credit to me. Most times, especially in the United States of America, even all over the world, if you're trying to steal or probably take someone else's, I wouldn't say steal, take someone else's steal is the wrong word. Probably take someone else's work. You give credit to the person's work. You need to give credit. But in Nigeria and Alayo, you will not give credit. So I intentionally did not give the ingredients. So you can always come to Mickey. Oh, Mickey, I want to make that soap. Blah blah blah. This is my ingredient. This is the measure. This is the exact soaping measurement I want to use. Then I know the exact ingredient and what to give you, and then I sell it to you. So that way you're giving credit to Mickey. I've got a question from Anima Chris. Okay, she just said okay. Okay. Ifa Musa, is that hydrogen peroxide that we use to mix with bleach? It's not the liquid hydrogen peroxide. We use the tough hydrogen peroxide, the whitish one. Very effective, It actually lightens the skin, and it's mostly good when you use it on knuckles. All right, but it's meant to be mixed with some other ingredients so as not to burn your knuckles. All right. Miracle Odono, can I learn work in your hand? Yes, I do teach, but for now, physical class, right now we've got, I just extended my shop. Yes, I did an extension on my shop. So my products are going to be sold. People will see them. We're displaying my product because most times people don't get to see my product and the rest. Oh, Mickey, do you even make this? Do you even make creams at all? Or you just teach? So, but I'll still try and create a platform where it's a class I can teach. You guys can actually come and learn physical class. Most people actually want to see Mickey physical class and the rest. So, and I can also tell you how to go about your glutathione injection to get extra whitening. Yeah, I can. All right. So we got a question from Orovi or Joy. Nice one there. It has been long when you make be practical to us like this? Yes, it's been long. I also noticed it's been quite long. I made practicals like this. Yeah. And okay, we got a question from Anima Chris. And can you use orange peel powder instead of coconut powder? Yes, the coconut powder was serving as, you know, more like, how would I put it? It's just like a flavor. Apart from flavor, you also want it to have a different face, a different look, being decorative with it, you know. That's just what it stood for. All right, so your orange peel powder too, but mind you, orange peel doesn't work for everybody. Some with my skin, I might start itching my body because of orange peel. All right, we've got a question from Anima Chris again. Please, must the water be, my water wasn't hot, my water was ordinary. What I did was, when I added my lye into the water, it was an ordinary water. The lye made it hot. Okay, so what you should be concerned about is your oil that you're adding to it must be the same state with your lye. All right, if you notice, I had to pull my lye, I had to cool it off really well before I added my oil, because I wasn't putting my oil through any heat or the rest. So I had to make sure it was in the same state together before adding it into it. Okay, so my water wasn't hot, the lye made my water hot. Okay, in your ingredient there is no honey, but after putting them into the mold you made, there was honey. Yes, there was honey powder, there was coconut powder as well. We had so many ingredients inside it. You know, we had whitening powders like Afkas powder, we had so many powders, but the measurement is what you should be concerned about. We had powders inside it that would, you know, give you this jim look. All right, you actually want to look good and flawless with just a soap, so that soap can do a good job on you. All right, so hope I've been able to answer your questions, and I love you so much, like Kilo Day. And I wish I could show you the extension of my shop, but it's not been done yet. Okay, the furniture guy is yet to bring in the furnitures. It's just, you know, it's just bare like that, but we've really extended the shop and it looks really nice. The designer had to fabricate, even the painter hasn't painted anything. So you would see us, don't worry, you would see Mickey. This time Mickey would be on the seat all the time. Then most times people will come, Terry, Mickey, I think Mickey's hiding. A lady was saying the same thing, that I'm hiding. I'm not hiding. I'm not owing anybody money when I'm not a masquerade, or you are not a masquerade. Why should I hide? I'm not owing anybody, so I can't hide from anybody. You guys that have watched me on YouTube have followed me from when I started, followed my history, how my skin was an ugly swan to where I am. So I have a journey. My skin is a journey on its own, so I can't be hiding from something like that, because people want to connect with me and believe that, Mickey, did your skin really transform? So I have to be in the shop. All right, so you're going to be seeing me more often when the shop is ready, because there is always a seat for me. You can always see Mickey when you want to see Mickey. All right, but for now you always get to my assistant first before you get to see me. So you get to call, because I'm not around. I'm doing some running around. I'm not always in the shop at the moment, so I'm running